News, my lovely, wonderful people, as Nigerians begin to call out the judiciary, CJN wanting to behave as though they have a little bit of dignity left in them, says, don't, it was talking to the judiciary that they should not consider the public opinion or be emotional at the insult and how they have lacked credibility right before Nigerians. We can't be overwhelmed by the mob of attack on us that the judiciary is no longer credible. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode, tell judiciary that they should be focused and do their job. Olukayode, you are not telling the people the truth. That's the painful part. It's very painful because you know the truth. You know the truth. For some time now, we've continued to see, how the judiciary have lost themselves, and Nigerians are very much aware. You can't deceive us. We all know you very well. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Arowolo, has urged judiciary officers in the country not to replace the position of the law with public opinion, sentiment, or emotion in deciding the cases that come before them. We know that many Nigerians have continued to speak about the judiciary and say we've lost our credibility and we no longer have a voice. They may be right to some extent because of bad eggs in our midst, but we should continue to do our work regardless and focus on delivering justice at every point in time. The CJN spoke on Monday in an obvious reaction to the criticism and condemnation which has continued to trail the Supreme Court and the judiciary as a whole. Some Court of Appeal ruling on governorship and National Assembly election petition in the past 2 weeks, landing to protest and demand for probe of the judges for corruption, as some of them have collected money. Arowolo, while speaking at the opening of the special section of the 2023-2024 legal year and the swearing in of 58 newly confirmed senior advocates of Nigeria, SANS, asked judges to remain firm. He said, I accept every judiciary officer to work very hard. I expect you to work hard and also be very honest and courageous to the litigations of weaknesses and members of the board and discharging of your judiciary function with all humility at your comment. Even while doing this, it is still necessary to have at the back of your mind that public opinion, sentiment, and emotion can never take the place of the law in deciding the case that comes before you. The law remains the law, no matter whose interest is involved, and all we can do is interpret the law. We should endeavor to serve the people. We know that the judiciary have lost their potential of who they are, but we will regain that. I endure all judiciary personnel to be steadfast in delivering justice, and we cannot be overcome by Nigerians who are saying we are no longer credible. We must prove to them that we are credible and will continue to stand on our grounds. Nigeria belongs to us and will not allow anyone to intimidate us. The judiciary stands a meaningful position. Nevertheless, unnecessary, unwarranted utterances are bound to embarrass every one of us. But the judges, we will continue and we ensure that we do what is right, and then ask the people to be void of any, not to be void of any forms of offenses, not to be void of any form of offenses, as it is part of our job, and as offenses will come, we must be focused, CJN has said. Justice Olukayode, we've heard you very loud and clear, and thanks for speaking. But again, you should go back to the drawing board and begin to hear Nigerians out very well. You are the one who is telling Nigerians that, they don't need to bother, blah, 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 blah. Have you really thought about what you're saying? Do you understand the premise to which you are acting? Because the truth of it is that the judiciary has totally, completely lost their position, and Nigerians no longer see them as a credible agency to go to, if that's the word, for justice to be delivered. We have a nation where there are systems in place for justice to be delivered for the common man, for anyone who feels that, injustice has been done in any capacity. However, Nigerian judiciary system today, both home and abroad, is known to give verdicts to the highest bidder in order for people to be able to manipulate the system. All this has to come to an end. A system where the voice of the people is no longer recognized, the law can be manipulated and twisted, is not a well-known, system where justice and true tranquility, honesty and sincerity, transparency can be the watchword. And so the minute you guys start losing who you are, the minute you guys start, compromising, and you start interpreting the same judgment, okay, in Lokoja, the answer is A. In Obuto Meta, the answer is B. It's supposed to be unison, right? Is the law devoid, or is the law does it have a private interpretation that it can be manipulated to suit any situation the way you want it? It is absurd, and that's why even northern elders are standing up to say there is something wrong with our judiciary system. They need to be carefully observed, and every one of them should be. They're asking very seriously that the judiciary be, there should be a thorough investigation. People feel very strongly that you guys have been compromised because of the way you've been discharging your duties. There is a sense of compromise all over the air. And Nigerians know. You may try to manipulate it. You may try to say that is not the case. But the truth is, your action speaks louder than voice. Where obviously the people have voted, but those with deep pockets go to, the courts, and they know that they could use the court system because, in Nigeria today, the judiciary does not have financial autonomy. And so the executive, the legislative could manipulate them and use them to their own bidding. And this is exactly what is happening. Recently, Tinubu has asked Wike to build homes for judges in Abuja and increment in their salary. So after that, somebody has done that for you, you will tell me that you want to judge his case and you tell him he did not win. I laugh in Spanish. I will leave it for you to understand. Okay? Where you fill in the gaps. It means that there is an obvious omission in some areas and your input is needed to bring about explanation in those areas. So whether you like it or not, financial autonomy is the first way to go if you want to see transparency in judgment in Nigeria. And there should be a system where the appointment of senior advocate of Nigeria, justice to be appointed into designated position, do not have anything to do with the executive, with the presidency. Exactly. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. God bless you. Bye for now.